Hi, good morning, everyone. Today we will explore two very important dimensions of justice, not just fairness among people living today, but fairness across generations. The idea of equity goes beyond equality. It asks, are we treating people fairly? Are we distributing benefits and burdens justly? Are we protecting the rights of future generations? This topic is especially relevant in discussions on climate change, sustainability, economic inequality, and democratic governance. So let's move to the next slide. So here, this equity refers to fairness in the distribution of resources, opportunities, and responsibility. Actually, this slide 2 explains clearly the meaning of equity and two dimensions of the dimensions of justice. Two dimensions are there here. One is intragenerational equity, and another one is intergenerational equity. So, intragenerational equity means its focus on fairness among people living today. It addresses poverty, inequality, unemployment, and unequal access to education and healthcare. And this intergenerational equity focus on fairness between present and future generations. It asks whether our actions today are harming our future generations. So these ideas are strongly connected to sustainable development, especially the principle from the Brundtland Commission 1987, which states meet the needs of the present without compromising the ability of future generation to meet their needs, their own needs. See the next slide. This slide shows very clearly about the climate change. Climate change is actually the climate change is one of the clearest examples of the intergenerational injustice. Our current generation benefits from industrial growth, fossil fuel energy, economic development. However, future generations will bear rising temperature and extreme weather events and water and food security and one more thing, that is the loss of biodiversity. According to the 2021 NDC synthesis report, global temperature could rise up to 2.7 degrees Celsius by 2100 without stronger action. This means we are enjoying short term economic gains while passing long term environmental costs to future generations. See the next slide. Let's move to the next slide. Here, modern democracies often operate on short election cycles, usually 4 to 5 years. Actually, this slide shows very clearly about the political system of the country and their policies, the policies of the political parties. Actually, politicians focus on policies that bring immediate result because they want to win the next election. For example, providing disaster relief after flood may gain quick political support, but investing in preventive infrastructure, which is far more effective long term, often receives less attention. And research by Helly and Malhotra in 2009 shows prevention can be 15 times more effective than post disaster relief. And the problem is that future generations cannot vote, so their interests are often ignored. And let's move to the next slide. See here the age, it shows the age composition of voters greatly influences policy decisions. Actually, in Germany, uh, in Germany, in 2021 federal election, 38.2 percentage of voters were above 60, age 60. Now, only 14.4 percentage were between 18 to 29. This shows that older generations have greater political representation. As a result, pension policies may get priority, climate policies may be delayed, and youth concerns may be sidelined. So, this creates imbalance in democratic decision making. So, next we can learn about the intra-generational equity. So, in the next slide, it shows the intra-generational equity. Uh, Actually, now let's focus on intra-generational equity, inequality within the current generation. Actually, this is the meaning of intra-generational equity, inequality within the current generation. So, since the 2008 financial crisis, wealth inequality has widened, youth unemployment has increased, access to healthcare and education remains unequal. So young people are especially vulnerable. Fewer job opportunities, lower wages, and a higher cost of living. So this inequality weakens a social society and creates long-term instability. And let's move to the next slide. Yeah. So here it shows the ethical foundations of intergenerational justice. Intergenerational equity is based on strong ethical principles. First, custodianship. We are temporary caretakers of the planet. We must pass it on in good conditions. So our responsibility. And second, equal moral worth. Like future people matter morally just as much as we do. Their interests are equally important. And third, balanced burdens. We should not exploit resources selfishly and or impose unreasonable sacrifices on the present generation. Justice requires balance. It's must. We have to do it. And let's move to the next slide, that is institutional innovations. To address the short term bias, new institutional solutions are emerging. The first one, empowering youth. Empowering youth. See here, the lowering voting age and implementing youth quotas can significantly increase young people's political voice and influence policy decisions. And one more other solution another solution is advisory councils, so establishing parliamentary advisory councils for sustainable development, like Germany has had since 2004, provides expert guidance on long-term impacts. And another solution is future-focused institutions, also creating dedicated institutions to represent future generations' interest in policy making helps ensure their needs are considered. And the last solution is EU initiatives, like EU has introduced a commissioner, Europe has introduced a commissioner for intergenerational fairness, and youth dialogues are planned for 2025 and 26. So this steps aims to institutionalize long-term thinking. So these are very important solutions to make the very good effort to control the climate change, or to take some of the policy initiations. And let's move to the next slide. It shows, yeah, it's very important, bridging both equities for sustainable development. Actually, we need both, like intra-generational equity and intergenerational equity. Actually, true sustainability requires both forms of equity. The Sustainable Development Goals, like SDGs, address that. Intra-generational equity means there won't be any poverty. We need the quality education, we need the clean water, and reduced inequalities. At the same time, the intergenerational equality means climate actions, responsible consumption, and protecting ecosystems. Sustainability means balancing present needs with the future well-being. So it requires cooperation between governments, business, and civil society, and youth. So, these are the things are in the intergenerational and intragenerational equity. And let me conclude with the four key messages. One is act today. It's a very important thing. Act today. Equity demands action now to reduce inequalities within and between generations, fostering a just society for all. The second one, evolve democracy. Our political system must adopt to include the voices of youth and future generations, ensuring their concerns are heard and acted upon. And the next one, innovative institutions, ethical stewardship and innovative institutions are crucial to safeguarding a fairer, sustainable future for everyone. And last, finally, it's a very important thing like a commit to tomorrow. Let's commit to policies that honor both our contemporaries and those yet to come, building a legacy of justice and sustainability. Intergenerational and intragenerational equity are not just abstract ideas, they define the kind of world we choose to create. Thank you.